Bitcoin has been ranging sideways for the last 20 plus days. Is this a bull trap, or are we headed towards much higher prices? In this video, I'm going to do a multi-time frame analysis on Bitcoin, then look into the altcoins and NFTs. For my multi-time frame analysis, I'll be taking a look at the monthly, weekly, and daily charts. The monthly chart is what I use to determine the trend, and we can clearly see that it is above the 8-month exponential moving average. During a bull market, Bitcoin tends to range above it, and during a bear market, Bitcoin finds resistance below the 8-month exponential moving average. So this is a very positive sign for Bitcoin's trend. And if I pull out the Fibonacci retracement tool from swing low to swing high, we can see that during the bear market, Bitcoin dropped all the way down to the 0.786 Fibonacci retracement level. But since then, it has popped all the way back above the 0.618 Fibonacci golden ratio. And we can see that the last monthly candle did close cleanly above the 0.618. And the current candle, which has 18 more days to form, looks like it's going to gravitate towards the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level, which is around the $36,000 level. The on-balance volume looks very encouraging. Right now, it's trying to get above my bullish breakout resistance line. And as you can see more recently, when it finally broke above this green resistance line, Bitcoin did go on a very nice parabolic run. I also love how the on-balance volume is finally above its 21-unit moving average. It's been stuck below this moving average for 14 months. When the on-balance volume finally breaks above its 21-unit moving average, it tends to be the start of a bull market. And once below it, it does find itself in a bear market. I also love how the on-balance volume has formed a bullish inverse head and shoulders pattern, similar to the one it did back in 2020. As you can see, once the on-balance volume breaks out of this bullish pattern, price tends to go flying. And finally, using the popular MACD indicator to really confirm the trend, the blue MACD line has crossed above its signal line, and the histogram has flipped green to confirm this new bullish uptrend. As you can plainly see, the monthly price action is trending up, and the indicators, the on-balance volume and the MACD, confirm my bias that the monthly trend is very positive. So I'm going to mark this green. Now let's dive into greater detail on Bitcoin's uptrend by taking a look at the weekly chart to determine the momentum within the trend. And we can see that Bitcoin is clearly swinging upwards. The on-balance volume has been chopping sideways for the last 175 days. I like how the on-balance volume has been testing this resistance line more times than it has tested this support line. The more times you hit resistance, eventually it breaks, and price may follow through with it. The Stochastic RSI is a popular indicator to help confirm momentum, and as you can see, the moving averages have swung upwards and are above the midpoint of this range. And it does look like there's still room for more upside to come. The on-balance volume and Stochastic RSI indicators are showing me that Bitcoin hasn't topped out just yet, and there's still potential for higher prices ahead. This is very bullish, so I'm going to mark this weekly chart as green. Whoops, there you go. Now flipping over to the daily chart to hunt for a precise entry, we can see that Bitcoin has been spending the last 20 days chopping inside the shift pitchfork, and I believe that if Bitcoin closes this current daily candle above this pitchfork at about $31,000, that to me would confirm that Bitcoin is ready to exit this channel and go to higher prices. I love how the on-balance volume is finally above my bullish breakout resistance line. It's flipped previous resistance to finally support. It's showing me that the effort used to produce this result is consistent, and that's very bullish. The Relative Strength Index, the RSI, is a popular indicator that traders use to help confirm entries or exits. When the indicator is at the bottom of the range, it usually indicates a good buy entry, and when it's at the top of the range, it usually indicates a time to consider taking profits. In the last 120 days, the RSI never went oversold to trigger a buy signal. I'm sure there are many bullish traders that are sitting on the sidelines right now in disbelief at this bullish move because they never got a good entry. Another indicator I like to look at is the vortex indicator, which shows volatility of an asset. The blue line is positive volatility and the red line is negative volatility. When the blue line, which represents positive volatility, is above the midline, that generally indicates that there is more positive volatility in the market. A very accurate buy signal occurred back in June when the positive blue line crossed above the negative red line. And currently you can see that the blue line has crossed above the red line. There has been a bit of choppiness in the last few days, but the negative volatility is clearly showing more exhaustion. The on-balance volume and vortex indicators are showing me that there is potential for higher prices ahead. Even though the relative strength index is overbought, you really shouldn't be looking to take profits just yet. What you really need to look at is the price action and use the indicators to confirm your bias. So the price does look like it's about to break out of this channel. It just needs to close this daily candle right here. And because of that, I have to give the daily chart a green marker to show how bullish everything is. In summary, the monthly trend was positive, the weekly momentum was also positive, and the daily chart looked positive as well. My triple screen cheat sheet above helps determine the next action step. Because the trend was up and the momentum was up, you should still stay long on your position, or if you're not in a position yet, there is still a very good long entry to be had based on the daily chart, and the price target is 36,000. So if you enter in now here, you can put your stop loss below the $30,000 level, somewhere around 29,900-ish, and you do have a risk to reward ratio of roughly 1 to 4. So this is a very good entry. Now that we've determined that Bitcoin is bullish, let's take a look at the altcoins, and afterwards I'll take a look at NFTs. Bitcoin dominance looks like it has made a temporary top and fallen down to the 50% level, which is a big even, but it still looks like it has room to fall a little bit more down to the top of this previous resistance at around 49%. So the altcoins still have a chance to run. First up is the king of altcoins, Ethereum, and I love how price is above its 200-day and 50-day moving averages. Also, it's inside of a bullish ascending triangle where forces of demand are constantly buying at higher prices every time price pulls back. So this is very bullish. Here's Matic. I don't like how it's below its 200-day moving averages, and there is a death cross, so I would avoid this right now. XRP, wow, this has been trapped in this ascending triangle for the last year, 400 something days, and it finally broke out of this resistance line at 50 cents all the way up to 81 cents. What is that, a 60% gain? And it was due to the SEC lawsuit that they failed at and XRP won or something like that. Amazing. Hedera Hashgraph, I have no idea what this coin is, but people talk about it. It's just like Matic, it's ranging sideways and it's below its 200-day simple moving average, so I would avoid this right now. Litecoin, everyone has forgotten about this coin, but it has the XRP vibes, where it's been trapped in this ascending triangle for the last year, 400 plus days, and it looks like it's about to pop out of this resistance at $100. Should it do that? I don't know, maybe it'll do another 60% move just like XRP. It's possible. The last altcoin I'm looking at is Pepe, which is a meme coin. There's not enough data to show the 200-day simple moving average, but it is above its 50-day simple moving average. And if you bring out the Fibonacci retracement tool, you can see that it is testing the 0.618 golden ratio. And I think if it pops above this, this could send prices flying high. Finally, I'm going to take a look at data on NFTs, because in the last bull market, altcoins probably did what, a 5 to 10x return like Solana, but NFTs like the Bored Ape Yacht Club, that thing, did I do like 100x or something? And oh god, let's take a look at NFTs. It appears that Ethereum NFTs have been on a decline since the start of 2023, and Solana has pumped this month. That's interesting. On the Bitcoin network, there was a massive pump in May for Bitcoin ordinal NFTs. Since then, it has been on a decline, but recently, in the last 2 months, it looks like the trading volume has increased, which looks a lot more promising than the NFTs on Ethereum, which is probably due to something called the Blur NFT marketplace on Ethereum, which is causing a lot of shenanigans because the traders on there are just looking to farm the Blur token. So they're trading back and forth just to get some token, whereas conversely, on the Bitcoin network, it looks like there may be more organic trading volume. Finally, let's take a look at Vivi, my favorite NFT marketplace, which has a global market cap of 280 million. I do think once the global market cap reaches above the $300 million psychological level, we'll go in a crazy bull market on Vivi. For now, let's first take a look at the most grail NFT on the marketplace, which is the partner statue. The Disney and Mickey Mouse partner statue has a 93% decline from all-time high, so everyone is depressed about this market. You can see that the price has flatlined, but if you take a closer look and take a look at the 6-month time frame, you can see that yes, it did. The floor prices did decline over time, but there has been a change of character recently where prices have pumped all of a sudden. This is very encouraging. And if we take a look at the Todd statue, which is the very first NFT minted on VV, we can see that this is also down 94% from all-time highs. And it does look like it flatlined again. But if we take a look at the 6-month time frame, it's the same story where prices have declined over time, but there has been a massive pump recently. And finally, let's take a look at a comic book. Let's say Amazing Fantasy number 15. And here we go, where it's not that far down from all-time highs, minus 52%. And as we can see here, it's just been chopping sideways. This did come out during the bear market. And if we take the 6-month time frame, doesn't really show much of a difference. There's some weird activity going on here. What? So it dropped to, no way, $2.22. There's some anomaly going on right here. But in general, it's been ranging sideways. I do think once the bull market returns on the VV platform, Amazing Fantasy 15 will finally go into a price discovery mode. Right now, it's not there yet, but once the market turns, it's going to be, I think, pretty amazing. I'll be doing a deeper dive on the VV market in a future video, so feel free to subscribe to my channel if you want to keep up to date. And if you have any ideas for altcoins you want me to take a look at, or even specific NFTs, feel free to comment below and I will take a look.